G'day guys, welcome back to SuperCoach for DR and welcome to the round 17 review. This week, how you going, buddy? G'day guys, welcome back to SuperCoach for DR and welcome to the round 17 review. Hope that you all had a ripper. Oh, man.
Thanks for saving me off the playground today, bro.
Anytime. G'day guys, welcome back to SuperCoach for DR and welcome to the round 16 review. Round 17. G'day guys, welcome back to SuperCoach for DR and welcome to the round 17 review. Look, firstly, I am very sorry that this round review is out a lot later than usual. Life has just gotten in the way this week, unfortunately. I've tried to get it out a couple of times, but something has just happened. So it will be a pretty quick fire one today, and then I'll get straight into the stock market video. And just on the Stocky, I am now taking requests. So if you've got any particular questions, it might be player A versus player B, or who do I trade in for a particular, injured player, for example, maybe someone like Langford this week, then send that through to me. I have put a post up already on YouTube and another one on Twitter. So thanks to everyone that's already commented on that. We've got some great questions and I'll make sure I'll give some shout outs and answer each one of those questions that I get through. But you need to get them through pretty quickly because I will be starting the video basically directly after I post this one up. So look, in regards to this week, some massive scores weren't there. Look, personally, I went a 26-20, so pretty happy with a 2600 plus. I think that was above par for this week. Round rank is now, season rank is now 333. It's actually 300 spots away from my best overall rank, which was a 33rd all those years ago. And I did go up 67 spots this round, which is really handy. So moving in the right direction now, but I do have a couple of concerns. Firstly, I've only got 2 trades left and I've only got about 22k in the bank. So do I get rid of Langford this week? Do I just loop a Madden, a Poulter? I'm not too sure. A lot of things for me to think about. But look, we'll leave the intro there. We'll get straight into the side. As I said, it's going to be a quick one. Let's see how the team's actually looking. Now, it was really pleasing to see a couple of my defenders really bounce back this week. The Seagull, Jake Lloyd, 114 points. We were a little bit worried about Lloyd moving forward. Why has he got that low time on ground? Is he carrying a niggle? We weren't quite sure, but he looked almost back to his best over the weekend. And I'm actually surprised that he only got a 114. I thought that was a 125 plus game. Yeah, I was really impressed with the Seagull. So 2 thumbs up for him this week. And the other man, and this one's a pretty obvious one, is Jaden Short. So massive 129. This is what we wanted to see from Shorty all season. Now, is this just a coincidence that Hooley is now out of the side, that he's really stepped up? It seemed like lots of the footy went through Jaden Short, and Hooley out of the side, I believe, does really help him. And I think I actually undersold the fact that Hooley coming into the side would affect Jaden Short. I didn't think that that would really be the case, but I think that is part of the reason for his, I suppose, roller coaster type average. So I'm wrapped actually that Hooley is now out. Bad luck for him as well. Wish no ill will on him. But yeah, this is really good for Shorty, I think. So all of a sudden, this pick that I was really disappointed with and just wanted to trade out of my side, I'm now actually pretty happy with. So yeah, really good Jaden Short. Jordan Ridley as well, 120 points. I'll just repeat this again. I've been saying it for the last couple, but he's getting back to that early season form, which we loved from this man. He's doing everything that we want him to do. Obviously a great disposer. Again, I'm just on repeat about what this man does and how he does it well. So if you hadn't managed to pick him up, at 400 and whatever he was, then what a terrific buy. 5 weeks ago would have been ideal. I know that I was almost in the boat of wanting to trade him out about 5 weeks ago before he really hit this form. So yeah, lucky I didn't have the trades in order to do that and wanted to keep true to my buy structure. So yeah, wrapped to have this bloke in the side. Tommy Stewart bounced back. You know what he's capable of. Another 127. Stephen May, this is actually a bit disappointing because he was absolutely on fire in the first quarter, and a 92 at the end of the day, it's okay, and we take that from May. But I think that's the first time in the last 5 weeks that he's actually gone below 100. So he's much more capable of a 92. But if that's going to be closer to his floor, then hey, I'm pretty happy to accept that. I got him in for about 400k from memory. Lloyd we talked about. Now this is ultra disappointing. Lockie Whitfield, it looks like he's only missing the 1 week, I think, at this stage. But There was a few rumours that he may even get up this week because apparently he passed the first concussion test. Sorry, again I say this, I can't speak. But apparently he then got a second test and failed that one. So he's definitely been ruled out for this week, as you can see from the red dot there anyway. But I do think he is right for the week after. So fingers crossed that is the case. Now the good thing for me this week, well, it's not a good thing that Whitfield's injured, but given the fact I've got Bianco and Briggs, 2 players with DPP, I've obviously, well, if Bianco keeps his spot, again, that may be a little bit iffy. Does Briggs come in? I'm not too sure. But if these 2 blokes don't get a game, I've got Jimmy Madden up forward, who I can always swim back. That's why it's really handy to have, you know, these forward defender types. And I've also got Rory Laird in the midfield, who I could swing back depending on, yeah, who's playing in the midfield. So that's really, really handy to have. But we'll just have to, yeah, cross that bridge when we come to the team names. And the midfielders, so no one went below the ton this week. Everyone raised a bat. And, well, Sammy Walsh, he's got to be number 1 here, doesn't he? 158 points. Absolutely phenomenal. We were a little bit worried that O'Connor may go to him, but someone did comment on one of my videos last week that don't worry about O'Connor anymore. You should actually captain this man. So I should have gone back and actually worked out who that was and give them a big shout out because it was a terrific call. So I will have to do that at some stage, go back to the comment section. But ultra impressed from Sam Walsh, and again, yeah, I think he will be a top 8 midfielder from here. Jack Macrae, 116. I was really, really close to putting the captaincy on this man this week, but it was a bit of a last-minute change. Obviously, you can't see the captain at the moment, so it's obviously runaway rucks or forwards. But yeah, again, pretty consistent. You want more than the 116 from Jack Macrae. What's his average? 126. So we want 125 as his base, really, but 10 points under that, that's okay. Certainly not a disaster. Did he outscore Bont? I'm not too sure. I don't think Bont had a wonderful week anyway. And as they're at 143, yeah, all of a sudden, this man looks so much better than Darcy Parish. And that was because Parish finally received a fair bit of attention and Merrick didn't. So he was able to run free while Parish copped a lot of that hard work. And so that really resulted in a great score for Merrick. We know what Merrick can do when he's given some freedom. And 143, fantastic. So as a non-Parish owner, I'm hoping that that trend continues and teams put more time into Parish rather than what they do Merritt. Rory Laird, again, 123, so defensive mid. Is it a bad thing to have him in the midfield? I don't think that it is, given the fact that he's scoring like he is. So 112, he's averaging more than Titch, Boak, Jolly. So that's saying something. He's, yeah, my 5th highest averaging midfielder, Rory Laird. So the great thing is, I've got Bianco down there. I can always swing him back. So we'll see what happens again with Lockie Whitfield this week. Titch, 131. Again, fantastic from him. I think it was Kane Corns that mentioned that, yeah, Mitchell just had one of those games where he had no impact whatsoever, and said that, you know, he really needs to change up a few things in order to stay at Hawthorn. But I don't care what he's doing. If he's giving me 131... do whatever you're doing, Titch, and don't stop doing it, in my opinion, mate. Keep on trucking. Piggy came back with 118, which was nice. Still don't love him as a captaincy option, though, or vice-captain at this stage. Josh Kelly, 109. Yeah, okay, but disappointing. Had the vice-captaincy on him. We know that he's got a great ceiling. I thought against Gold Coast, surely these blokes need to make some sort of a statement. Yeah, wasn't the case, and congratulations, Gold Coast. Really happy for them. Trav Boak, 112. Yeah, it's okay. Look, he's my M8. Would I love to have someone else there? Yeah. But if he can give me sort of 115s from here till the end of the season, I'll be really happy with that selection. And yeah, I'll take that for sure, I think. And yeah, had none of my bench options play. So I think Poulter was just managed this week. So hoping he comes back, I really, really need him. And this could be one of those weeks where it really does pay off to have someone on the bench like Poulter, who is a pretty reliable scorer. I know the last couple of weeks he's been down, but I really think he did hit a wall. Was just tired, probably a bit banged up. So given the fact he's been rested for the week, hopefully he comes back and fires on all cylinders for the remainder of the season. John Newcomb, I don't know if he comes back. Geez, Bramble's been playing well. Wish I had Bramble there. Wouldn't that be awesome? But the timing of it just didn't work out for me. And Fife obviously didn't play. And then in the rucks, so I did bring this man in this week. Brodie Grundy had about 20 odd K left over, as you would have seen in the bank there. But yeah, rapt to have this man back on the side. 140 points. I captained him over McRae. Bit of a last-minute decision. And I was just crap myself because, what was he on, 36 points at halftime? And I've gone, no, what have I done here? Jeez, I've really stuffed this up. I've seen Sean Darcy absolutely dominate, another 180 type score. And I've got Grundy on 36 at halftime. Now, why didn't I get Rowan Marshall? Why didn't I get anyone else apart from Brodie Grundy? I should have. But yeah, at the end of the game, a 140 goes 100 point plus second half. It reminds you how good this man is and how vital that he can be for your Supercoach side. Now, don't get me wrong, Sean Darcy, I'd take him every day of the week over Max Gawn, and that's probably not a big statement, is it? I reckon, 70 to 80% of the competition would be doing that at this stage because Gawn's ceiling has just gone right down, 102. Look, he's hitting the ton, that's okay, and he's been doing that each week, but they're not the tons that we want. We want the 130s at a minimum. We want the 140 pluses from Gawn, throwing in with some 175 pluses, but that's just not going to happen with the way things are going and the way Melbourne is structuring up. So, yeah, still has the potential to score well, but as a captaincy loop, I'm just not going there at this stage. I need to see something big from Gawn, and probably in consecutive weeks for me to consider him again as captain or vice captain. Edwards I also brought in this week, so it was Smith and CCG outs for Grundy and Edwards, so need the loop, decided to go with him over Reeves. I thought maybe Reeves because he's got the potential to play games if Big Boy or Segler gets injured, but I ended up just going with the DPP status, and it may work out with a potential trade that I may have to make. Zorko 109, so nothing spectacular, but just did the job this week. Danger 97, a little bit disappointing if you brought him in this week. He did miss that massive score the week before, but remember, yeah, that's the thing. When you miss out on a big score, you can chase points. It's nothing about chasing points with Dangerfield. He was still at a really attractive price, the best option I think that you could have went for, but yeah, just unfortunate for people that did jump on the week after. Jack Zeeble, 120, what can you say? Just keeps on doing it every week. Hawley, again, I was concerned with him, 40 points at half time, then just had a really big second half. That would have been, 76 points. So huge second half from Hall. Dusty, 74. I mentioned before that Richmond are playing pretty mediocre. Dusty's playing average at best football, and I think that's a bit of a reflection on how Richmond are going at the moment. Langford, this is an absolute killer. He's a pod, he's in 5.5% of sides. Hill's going really well, getting some of those CBAs back, getting a lot of the peel, damaging on the game. But unfortunately, he's gone for 2 to 3 weeks now. Did actually get scaled up, which was nice. So I think when he was injured, he was on about 88 at 3/4 time, and then got scaled up about 10 points to 98. So almost made the ton, which was nice. But look, if he was on field, yeah, he was looking at a 115 at the absolute minimum, I think, with the way he was playing. So absolutely shattered about that. And as I said, I've got a big decision about whether or not to actually trade him out this week. And Madden and Saunders, Saunders being that DPP loop, and Madden with the 64 will definitely come in handy this week in one way or another, I think. So that's how the side is looking. What are the holes? Well, it's that Langford decision. Look, it may make sense for me to go a cheaper option. I could get someone in like a Nick Hind, and I will discuss this all in great detail in the stock market video. But another option I've got is obviously Rowan Marshall, and something that does attract me to the Marshall pick is the fact that I do have Edwards in the ruck as that DPP loop, and I was really keen on holding CCJ mainly because of that lack of cover there. So look, what are the chances that one of Grundy or Gawn are going to go down, even for one game? I'm not too sure what percentage you'd put on that, but it is always really nice just to have a backup option just in case. So it may be Marshall at this stage for Langford, but I've also got the luxury possibly of putting the emergency on Madden, seeing how he goes, and then if he scores well, maybe just hold on to Langford and think to myself, well, it's maybe only 2 weeks max that, I need to hold him for. We'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, stay tuned to the stock market video because I have already got a lot of questions about what to do on the forward line this week. So I will leave it at that, guys. Thanks very much for watching as always. Again, apologies for the lateness in the video, probably the quality of the video. I was mumbling and stuttering all the way through it, but look, I just need to get it out there. No takes. I'm done with take 1, take 2. I think I got to take 100 today, so it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you soon in the Stocky. Cheers, bye.